this computer. Okay. All right, Sarah, kick us off.
Awesome. Okay. Hey, you guys, listen, thank y'all so much for making this call a priority and hopping on tonight. I know that it was a very last minute thing for us to plan something like this, but we didn't get to have our call last night, and a few of us were talking, and we know these calls are super special to you guys. It's a chance for us to connect and see each other face to face to the best of our ability, and encourage each other and love on each other. And so we wanted to try to still make this happen for us this week, especially because I feel like we're in a really pivotal time in the month. August is a long month, 31 days, and we're right at that halfway point, and there's a lot happening right now. And so we want to connect with you guys on a few things. Tonight, I'm just going to set this up for you guys, and if you don't have a pen and paper, I mean, I always think you should have that when we have a team call. It's just great to take notes. You never know when there might be something said that really resonates with you. But we're going to talk specifically tonight. We're going to talk some retention and mindset. We're going to remind you guys and talk through all of the incentives and the fun things that are happening right now, as well as make a cool announcement about a little bit of a contest or a fun challenge thing that Tara has thought up that's going to be really cool. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Leaders Retreat before we wrap up, and kind of touch base on that as well. So I just wanted to kick us off, but thank you all for entertaining our music and our kind of pump up jams. And I'm excited, and I believe I'm handing it off to Hannah first. Am I right, Hannah?
Yeah, hopefully you guys. So everybody, so I'm so excited to see your here in this. I know our hearts and our goal was to just kind of come together and link arms. You guys remember Tara talking about like rowing together and running together, and we know the power of looking for a common goal. Like, yes, we're all doing our daily things, but just when we come together and link arms and we're excited together moving forward is so powerful. So I was asked to talk to you guys about mindset, and I love this because this is actually something that I have been really focused on coming out of the big boom of June and even some of July being that, and finding that balance and that like new normal as we go into the rest of the summer and into the rest of the year after such a big growth period, and what that looks like. And I think that I won't speak for all of you, but I think that I could probably say for everyone that there's finding some adjustment there, and like, okay, so I was used to like all these joins are this, you know, the hype and the excitement, and now we're coming with that a little bit, and what does that normal look like for us? So it's so much about mindset for each one of us. And if you have a team working under you as a leader, to lead your team under you with that mindset too. And I know focusing on the positive mindset, there's a 5-second rule about we have 5 seconds to interrupt a negative thought, a negative mindset. And that's really powerful because when we're getting a little down or we're not sure, we're like, oh gosh, nobody's responding to me right now. We have 5 seconds to interrupt that and be like, okay, no, we are farmers, not hunters. We are planting seeds every day. And we know that there's ups and downs and ebbs and flows in this business. That's a part of what we do. And it's okay. It's normal. And what we do on a daily basis consistently, and having that perspective, a positive mindset, and having hope and joy and goals every day, but knowing that we may not always reap the reward right then, and know that it's just like we preach with our products and we teach with our products, like this isn't a quick fix. This is going to take time and consistency. It is the exact same way as we're building our business in Plexus. It takes time and daily consistency. And you guys may remember Tara posted about like a 45-day of consistency challenge. And I wanted to bring that back to our forefront of our minds and what that meant and what that represented. And I talked to some of the people that are helping lead this call, and some of them did that 45 days of consistency and what that looked like. And so it's actually statistically proven, especially in this type of business, network marketing, that when you show up every single day and stay super consistent with something, that is going to reap rewards. And it's not necessarily going to be tomorrow or even next week, but it is going to reap rewards. So what this looks like, 45 days of consistency. So say you say 45 days of 3 reach outs, 3 asks, whether that's a brand new contact, maybe it's a follow-up contact of sending a video or inviting to an event, but 3 touches a day. And it's not I mean, I would venture to say, like, shoot for like 3 touches where you get a response, and maybe go a little beyond that if someone doesn't respond, but shoot for three touches a day. So if you did that for 45 days, it is proven that you're going to start to see massive growth recruitment at the end of that. And so what that does for our mindset is it readjusts, like coming off of the big boom of June and July, we're like, oh my gosh, maybe like you're saying, I'm not seeing results. Nobody's saying yes, but we're back in the planting season, guys. Like what we reaped in June and July maybe was from what we planted in the spring, like the early spring. And so it's the ebbs and flows of the business and keeping that positive mindset and being like, okay, I'm in the planting season. I'm in the planting season. I am making positive changes. I am being effective what I'm doing right now. So it's mindset, and mindset is so powerful. Tara often says this, and it is so true. Scarcity mindset versus abundance mindset. And when we get stuck in that scarcity mindset and say, nobody's responding to me, I've already tapped that out, nobody's saying, then we're like, that's the kind of results we're going to see. But if we move into that abundance mindset, then that is the type of result we're going to see. Our mind is super powerful, guys. It really controls the results we see in life and in this business. So I just want to encourage you guys with that. And it's proven: time, discipline, excellence, and action. So think about that. The time you put in every day, discipline, being disciplined to do something every day. So maybe you have 3 things. You're like, no fail mission. This is going to happen every day for my business. Doing it with excellence and taking action every day each equals success. That is powerful. So I hope that encourages you guys. We're all in this together. The ebbs and flows are normal, so you're not alone. And we really just want to be an encouragement to you guys. So I'm Sarah. Who's next?
Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I am next, and so forgive me because of our delay. So there is always like that 3 to 5 seconds of weirdness there, but I appreciate y'all being so patient with that every time. Maybe one day we'll have better internet. So I would like to talk to you guys tonight about retention, and I'm taking some notes so I can kind of stay on task over here. But retention is just one of those things that really can make or break your month to month. And hold on, my computer will tell me when it's unstable. There we go. I don't want it to glitch too bad on you guys. So what we know is that getting someone started, like that might seem like the hard part is getting them to say yes. But really, the work comes after that. It comes in the next 30, the next 60 days, the next 90 days, because guys, that's one of the best perks if we're going to talk about this from a business standpoint, because we can talk business, that's what we're all here for, right? Residual income is one of the perks of this company, is having that residual income. But guess what? You're not going to have that if your friends and your ambassadors aren't getting their best results. They're going to be quick to quit. And we do not want that to happen. We want them to feel as good as we all feel. So here, I've got some tips for you. Is remember that you are their best cheerleader, because you already know, like you can see into their future. You know what this is going to be for them. And you've got to be their belief until they believe. Does that make sense? Like you've got to keep encouraging them. You've got to keep connecting with them. And we did this cool thing on our team. It's called Touch Base Tuesday and Follow Up Friday. And it's probably not foreign to you guys, but on Tuesdays, we check in with everyone that's just gotten started, especially within the last 30 days. And then somewhere around that, Touch Base Tuesday, somewhere in the month, we're going to check on people who have gotten started from 30 to 60 days. But those first 30-day people, they need a lot of hand-holding. They need a lot of love. They need to make sure that they're, first of all, taking their products. I can't tell you how many times I've checked in with someone on a Touch Base Tuesday and said, hey girl, how's your products doing? And they're still sitting on the counter. And you're like, girl, you got to take them. You just spent this money, you're going to love it. So make sure they're taking their products. Make sure that they know how to take it. They've got that guide. Make sure they've got that belief going. If they're having some funky symptoms or something going on, troubleshoot that for them. We've got that amazing little graphic in the Slim Jims, in the units, that helps you troubleshoot. If you still don't understand what to do, ask your sponsor. That's what we're here for. We're connected. We're a team. We're supposed to help each other out. And then group chats, you've got all these different chats going on. You can ask a question, but what we want to do is make sure that our friends are getting their best results, that they feel like this is their best yes. And the only way for that to happen is if we are staying in contact with them. The next part of this is the follow-up Friday. That's a little bit different. That can be picking up the rest of your Touch Base Tuesday. If things kind of got hairy that day and you had to stop somewhere, you can finish up on Friday. But also, that's where you're going to want to follow up with how you filled your funnel that week. You want to follow up with your friends that have said, I'm thinking about this, or you've plugged into Peak into Plexus and you tagged them in things, or they're in that 3-day challenge group and you're circling back around, or there's an event coming up, because we all know we got all these amazing events that we can be plugging all of our friends into. And we're touching base with them and following up with them and making sure that they are getting all those touches, because it still takes 5 to 7 touches before somebody makes a decision. And we're wanting to make sure that we're using all of those touches. We're circling back around. We're following up. I've heard it 100 times at least, probably in the last 6 months. The fortune is in the follow-up. We are humans and we get so busy. And we need people to remind us that this is still important and that we still need to make that decision to put ourselves and our health first so that we can be our best in our daily life. So that is kind of where I'm at with retention. And I'm going to pass it over to Amy and let her share a little bit more with you guys about what's coming up.
Hey guys, I wanted to go ahead and start off by saying thank y'all so much for coming tonight. Sarah, thank you so much for organizing this. So everybody knows this is her idea and she got us all together. So let's make sure that we all give her a huge thank you for that. So I'm going to remind y'all of all the awesome incentives that we have going on tonight. Before doing so, like listening to everyone else speak, I had something kind of pop into my mind that I wanted to share with you that we kind of highlighted last night on our Going for Gold and Up call from my personal team. So one thing that is so awesome about Plexus is they always give us some amazing incentives. And what made me think about this aspect of it is how Plexus rewards those who may be in that middle rank part. You know that you just went gold and that jump to senior gold, for this month is probably unrealistic. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen and it can't happen, but the jump from gold to senior gold is a doozy. It's a big jump. So one thing that I have found to be so helpful, don't get in that mindset and let it hold you back to where you don't need to keep pushing forward. Give yourself point goals. And this is one thing that Tara started this, I want to say about 4 months ago, doing these countdown posters. And they're so beneficial because they give you that visual and you can kind of incorporate some of the fun incentives that Plexus has for us. So for instance, we have the 369 incentive for the $100. So you could take that into your mind, and incorporate that into a countdown poster for yourself if you're in that middle rank portion of your goals. So another thing that I like to do with this is also, if you're not in a place to necessarily hit a rank, y'all go down, look and see where your teams are at. Do you have people who are close to silver? Do you have people who are close to senior silver? Or maybe you have some teammates that you can encourage to get those incentives. So the beautiful thing about our company is that they're always blessing us and rewarding us. So make sure that you always keep those in mind, even for new people. Y'all, I'm not going to lie, I'm super pumped about that sweatshirt. So that was something that they kind of added in last minute because everyone was so excited about the Gut Health sweatshirt. So keep that in mind. Some other awesome incentives that we have going on right now. If you are in Brooke Matamora's levels 1 through 7, she has a gold rush. And so for every brand new gold that happens this month, she is going to give $75. So if you're not sure where you are in her levels, get with your sponsor and find out, because that is huge and so generous of her. And then I'm so excited to announce that Tara has been so gracious to give us a fun contest. And it's an opportunity to earn a cute UGG robe. And all you have to do is by Friday, August 28th, encourage 6 level 1s to make some sort of Plexus post. And she has written here an example of something that they could say. So I'm going to read it to y'all. So I did a thing. I went all in and finally said yes to feeling better. I can't wait to see where this health journey takes me. I've seen it help people I trust, so I'm fully expecting to see results. But I need someone to do this with me, though, because I'm more likely to have success and stick with it when I have an accountability partner. Who wants to do this with me? Okay. Don't let your fear of reaching out to 6 friends hold you back, because you will be so shocked at who would maybe want to do this with you. And this is such an awesome incentive. I'm so excited. And, these hot months are going to be over before we even know it. And who doesn't want a cute UGG robe? So thank you so much, Tara, for that. The contest ends exactly at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and she is going to draw a name for one person who will win. So y'all, that is so awesome. So we have so many fun incentives. We have the 369, we have Tara's contest, we have Brooke's Gold Rush. And then again, don't forget to get out of your mind and do yourself a disservice by thinking, I don't have a promotion on the line this month. Either dig down into your downline and find those who do, or give yourself a point goal and always move forward. That is always going to keep your business moving in the right direction. So anyways, thank y'all so much. And I'm going to pass it back to Sarah.
Awesome. Y'all, this is such good stuff. I love it so much. These women are just, I feel so honored to get to be around these women. They sharpen me so much. Like, I'm listening to them and I'm like, have they been doing this for like 10 years? Like, they know so much more than I do. I don't know. I love hearing these girls talk. So, okay. The last thing that we want to share with you guys, and then we'll let y'all go. We promised we'd keep the call short, but I want to talk to you guys about Leaders Retreat. Right? Like, that's something that's like kind of there and it's like hanging over our heads and we know we're working for it. And we have heard from some people that there's going to be a cap on it. We're not really sure where that number came from. Like, we're kind of like iffy. And, I know it's nerve wracking because it's fun and it's exciting. And Leaders Retreat is definitely something you want to be shooting for. And I want to tell you guys, I heard this through the grapevine today, and it's not anything, super secretive or anything. We don't know how many people have earned spots. We don't know how many spots are left. But I have heard that we're not in the red yet. Like, we're not at the point where people are panicking yet. There are spots available. So there is absolutely no reason why every single one of you could not still earn this trip. It is very doable. We have a lot of time left. We definitely do put emphasis on trying to earn it as soon as possible because we want to make sure we get you guys locked in there. And let me just do a quick side note here on Leaders Retreat. If you've never been to Leaders Retreat or if you don't know much about it, here's the thing, you guys. Vision and belief. I mean, you might think you have vision and belief now, but let me tell you that, like, the deep-rooted, the big stuff, it's born at Leaders Retreat. I mean, this is the kind of event that changes everything. If you've ever heard Tara talk about her first time to go to Leaders Retreat, it was where her mindset shifted. It was where her husband was like, whoa, okay, we're doing this. Same thing with Jenny Snell. She was telling us earlier today, Leaders Retreat last year changed everything for her. She drew her line in the sand, and her husband was like, okay, how are we doing this? I just got goosebumps saying that. Like, Leaders Retreat is a really big deal. It's fun. And so, guys, there is still so much time to earn it. August is a really long month. We have all of September and all of October. But let's hustle now and let's run for it now. If you have not put together a game plan yet, definitely want to get into your back office and see how many credits you have so far, and subtract that from 800 because that's what you need to qualify. Plus, of course, you have to have signed 4 ambassadors or customers yourself as well, qualifying customer orders. So as long as you've done that, then we know you're well on your way. And then it's just a matter of working with your sponsor to figure out, okay, this is how many credits I still need. How do I do that? And we've had some calls and we've talked about this, so I won't go into major detail. But here's what I want to encourage you guys on is there's still a lot of time and this is doable. I'm sorry if you guys can hear it. Hey, Riley Scout, sit down, please. Honey, I'm on the call still, babe. Okay, so now I have lost my train of thought. I had something else. Hold on, give me just a second. I want to get back to my notes. Okay, and so I wanted to remind you guys, get back to the basics. If you're like, how am I going to earn this trip? How am I get back to the basics? Just like what Hannah was talking about earlier and the 45 days of consistency. That is planting seeds now that may bloom and grow at the end of August when we do a really strong end of the month push like we always do. Be sending the messages. If you looked at your list and you've messaged a ton of those people, it's time to refresh that list, right? Also, there's some really great post ideas that are going around right now, and I don't know if you guys have all seen them. Maybe some of you have shared them and some, and maybe some of you haven't, but I would highly encourage you. These are very effective posts. There's one going on right now that I've seen a lot of people, and it's got like 10 combos on it, and it's a bunch of Slim and collagen, and you can say, I want to help 10 friends before the end of the month try this combo. If you buy a bag of Slim, you get a container of collagen for essentially free. And then Carly Carter was actually helping me. Today we've created another one that's about the Mommy and Me combo pack, which I still think is so important to be sharing with people, especially right now because of back to school and whatnot. So there are some great posts going on, but share your story, dig deep, get personal, start sending those messages if you aren't, but be putting those people in your funnel because we've got to be connected with people. But you guys, this is, I mean, it's so doable. We can do this. There's tons of time and there's still a lot of room. So definitely keep that top of mind as well. So what else, y'all? Have I missed anything? I'll look at y'all. Y'all don't have to unmute yourselves, but Amy, Jenny, anybody, Hannah, you guys have anything else? No? Okay.
I'm just so excited. Oh no, I was just going to say, I'm just so excited for the rest of the month. Like, it's just going to be so awesome.
There's a lot of time, y'all. There's a lot of time to reach your goals. There's a lot of time to earn Leaders Retreat. There's a lot of time to rank up or to hit that incremental point growth, like what Amy was talking about. And I want to back up what she said really quick and tell you guys, it's so true. When you write out your goals, they are so much more likely to happen. So if you haven't made yourself a checkoff list of, I need 10 more orders to the end of the month to reach that goal and be marking them off, do it, you guys. It really is. It's so helpful to just see it every day. Hang it on your fridge. That's what we do. My kids like to mark them off themselves. It's fun to get them involved. So anyways, all right. I don't want to keep rambling. We've been doing this for 30 minutes and we're right there at that 30-minute mark. So I'm going to let you guys go. I love you guys. Thank you for being on the call tonight. I hope this encouraged you and lifted you up. And let's go. Let's have a really great rest of the month.